Hey guys, Drifter here. Welcome to Black Ops 3 In Depth. In today's episode, we're going to be reviewing the Haymaker shotgun. This is the fully automatic spam shotgun in the group, and it's pretty similar to the AA-12 and USAS and other spammy shotguns in the past, so I don't think you're going to see a lot of surprises on this in-depth episode, with the exception of when we talk about damage, which we're going to be talking about first. The flat damage is 42 up close, 40 at a distance, and then 24 at long ranges. Do keep in mind when I say long ranges, we're talking shotgun ranges here. And if the flat and bonus damage is a little confusing, I would highly recommend you check out the KRM in-depth episode. This is the lowest damage in the shotgun class, meaning that it's kind of a pea shooter of a weapon, and unfortunately you don't get much help from your pellet bonus damage either. That's only 1 damage at any range, so overall ranges and up to 8 pellets, you can do a maximum of 8 bonus damage if all of your pellets hit, which is kind of dumpy in my opinion. I don't think that's very good, and the Haymaker can take up to 4 shots to kill. You would say, wait a minute, 24 damage, it can deal 5, but you do get the 1 for the bonus pellets. So yeah, up to 4 shots to kill, but it's usually 3 shots. Like the majority of the time it's 3 shots, sometimes if they're really far away it's 4, but just expect a 3-shot kill. The maximum 1-shot kill range is impossible. There kind of isn't any 1-shot kill range. Even at barrel stuffing range, even if you stick the barrel all the way in their ear and pull the trigger, you will not get a 1-shot headshot. It just can't be done with this particular weapon. On the Haymaker, I would strongly advise against the silencer, because that'll make you deal 30% less damage at all ranges except your maximum, and the damage is already low enough as is, so this is going to turn it into a true pea shooter. You'll have to dump like a whole clip into somebody to kill them, so I really strongly advise against the silencer. Headshot multiplier is 1.0x, meaning no bonus damage for headshots. This is the same as it is for most shotguns, with the exception of the breachy, meaning that getting headshots with this weapon is completely useless. Just aim for center of mass and spray. Speaking of center of mass, I should probably show you the difference between HIPFIRE and ADS spread. Back on good old Nuketown, I'm going to shoot the wall 3 times to show you the standard HIPFIRE spread with this shotgun, same as the rest, and like the breachy, not more, actually a little more like the KRM, when you aim down sights, the spread is significantly tighter. I would, like any other shotgun, I would recommend it, but for this one, since your pellet bonus damage is pretty much garbage, it's not that useful. Rate of fire is fully automatic at 300 rounds per minute, making it the fastest firing shotgun in Black Ops 3. It's a little bit slower than some of the full auto shotguns in past COD games. I think they didn't want it to be that spammy, but it's easy to use, right? Like, it's fully automatic, and that's really the bread and butter of this weapon, is it's a full auto shotgun. All you have to do is hold down the trigger and point your weapon in the general direction of somebody, and if they don't kill you quickly or get hit by a grenade or something, they're going to die. Like, I could tape a rubber band around my controller and run around, and I would probably kill a few people with this weapon. I would again advise against rapid fire, as it only makes it shoot 6% faster. No need for that. I don't think that's big enough for me, and I feel that the Haymaker is pretty much the definition of spray and pray, and that really shouldn't come as a surprise to any of you that have used the weapon. There's no need to aim down sights, there's no need to do anything but run around and just spray from the hip and hose people. Magazine size is 16, extended mags will bump you up to 22. 16 is normally pretty good for a shotgun, but on this weapon, considering how many shots it takes to kill and how fast it shoots, you're going to burn that through that one pretty quickly, so extended mags or fast mags is a good bet if you have it unlocked, though I don't use it all the time. I usually just go to spray 1 or 2 people and then run away, so I don't normally run it on my classes. As for what I think about the iron sights, I think they're very obstructive. They're not very useful, but even if they were clear and awesome, why would I use them anyway? There's not much benefit in aiming down sights and getting all my pellets on hit. It's just easier for me to hip fire in almost every circumstance, so that's the way I'm going to go. And the recoil, when you do aim down sights, is surprisingly strong. Like, it kicks up. It's fully automatic. It's designed to kick. I guess you could run a grip or something like that on it, but again, completely unnecessary when you're largely going to be hip firing, and I've talked a lot about the hip fire. The hip fire spread is the same as other shotguns. It's not wider, not tighter, not special in any particular way, and I definitely am going to recommend a laser sight just because, I don't know, it tightens it up. I like it on shotguns. On this one, it probably is the least necessary of all shotguns because you're relying largely on the flat damage and not anything else. Aim down sights time is 200 milliseconds, fastest in the shotgun class, even though I don't really see how that's useful because I wouldn't recommend ADSing very much with this shotgun. Okay, I've talked a lot of bad stuff about ADSing, so let's come back to reality. Reality is, if you aim down sights at super close range and you hit all 8 of your pellets, you can get a 2-shot kill instead of 3, but for all the trouble in aiming and recoil and all that mess, I would much rather just run around and hip fire. Reload time is 2.4 seconds, which is normal for the shotgun class, and not bad considering the fact that you get a 16-round magazine, nothing really special about it. Like the rest of the shotguns, it has a 0 wall penetration factor, making it pretty much impossible to wallbang with unless you're running FMJ. Even with FMJ, it's only going to go up to like a low wall penetration factor, so still not a good idea, especially for a weapon with such low base damage. As for what I think about the Haymaker, it may not be the best shotgun, but it is easy and fun to use, right? Like, the Haymaker is not difficult to use. Anybody that's terrible at this game or has never played a shooter in their life can pick up the Haymaker and run around and spray people and get kills, and that's what I feel it's best for. It's kind of like a noob gun, kind of an easy gun. It's a casual, relaxing gun, and I don't mean that in a bad way. There's lots of casual players in this game, and this is something that'll probably be much easier for them to use, and it's overall not bad, though. Like, you're probably thinking I think it's a garbage gun. It's not. Seriously, it's better than most full auto shotguns in past COD games. Like, it is a good weapon, and it can shred people, so don't underestimate it, and it is fun to use. Like, if you use this weapon, you're really not at a big disadvantage compared to, like, full autos in past COD games, so don't worry about it. Downside, of course, is that it can be a pea shooter at long ranges. It just doesn't deal a whole lot of damage. We all know that. As for what I'm going to recommend on it, same as the brief sheet, basically. Gung-ho, laser sight, and extended mags is the way to go for me. Gung-ho, so I can, you know, shoot it while sprinting around hipfire. The faster I move, the less likely they are to shoot me. Laser sight tightens the spread, and extended mags allows me to spray for a longer period of time. Nothing too complicated. When it comes to specialist, this time I'm shrinking it down a bit. I think it works best with kinetic armor. Like, kinetic armor is really awesome with the Haymaker, because you can turn that on, get your bonus health, run in, and just be like, bruh, challenge me. Bruh, what are you going to do about it? And they're going to empty their whole, like, light machine guns and, you know, assault rifles and stuff into you, and you can just run straight through their bullets, holding down your hipfire, and just spray them all into oblivion, and they're all going to get really butthurt about it and blame Treyarch for making a broken game. That's what I would do. I had a lot of fun doing that just this weekend. I was a little butt munch. I used the Haymaker more than I should. Guys, that is all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something useful. If you did, don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. The previous episode was on the 205 Breachy, and the next episode is going to be on the Argus Slug Shotgun. Drifter out.